Hello everybody, how are you? I'm fine, thank you very much. Today I would like talk to you about first problem, what exists if you arrive in a country where people talking in another language. It is a famous problem, it is very big problem, it is main problem, it's language. If you don't know language, you will in trouble in that country because you don't understand what people talking. You can't talk to people. I study English a lot of years, maybe 20, maybe more, but it's not like a study. Uh, and so I try study English with teachers. So many teachers I try in Russia, but it's not enough to understanding and to talking. When you arrive in another country where people speak English, like this country, Australia, you can improve your English in the in other ways. If your visa give you a chance study English in TAFE. TAFE it's like a school. It's a refugee visa. Now a lot of refugee from Ukraine, and they all have 600 or 700 hours free English language course. They come to the TAFE 9 o'clock and talking and studying English with native speaker teachers 2 or 2:40 p.m. I have this chance to study English, and I go to our church in our district. It is a district like art. A church stay on the cross of Marion Street and Norton Street. It's very big cross and very big church. It's Anglican church, and the priest in this church name of David O'Mara. He organized free classes for English, a lot of more years, and it starts in Monday 9 o'clock and the end is 10:30, and people study English in this church years. Now in the church study English several people from Hong Kong, and it is one of from these people is Simon, my friend, and Jessica, his friend. And at once I said Simon, if you would like improve English, we can talk each other every day for 1 hour, for example, and it is the same way to improve English. He agreed, and we have a meeting in Lambeth Park and talking with him couple of hours. Then he invite his friend. Her name is Jessie, and we talk with Jessie a couple of hours. But they stay here in Australia and Sydney 4 years, and their English is very good. And they said it's enough for us talking English 1 times a week, but after our class we go to the shop, go to shopping center, to cafe, and drink coffee and talking about each other. It's a company around 5 or 7 people, and they for 4 years make this experience. And they invite me, and next Monday, after our class, I go with these people to drink coffee. Second problem, what is in if you arrive in Australia from Russia, it is money, because Russia plastic card don't work in here, and you should organize plastic card from one of this bank. I had a card from ANZ Bank for 5 or 6 years, but when I transfer money from Russia in my card, I transfer through the Turkish, because Australia not friendly country for the Russian Federation, and you can transfer money from Russia to Australian and I transfer through the Turkish. It is very big problem, because if you arrive in Australia first time, you haven't bank account, and you should go to the bank and explain bank manager what do you want, and not every bank open account for Russian people, but maybe I in the bank open account just now, and I have card in ANZ Bank. Next is next not problem. Next situation in Sydney, it is transportation. You can use buses, you can use light train, you can use metro, you can use train. You can pay in the bus and train. You can pay by special transport card named Opal, or you can pay by your phone or by your bank card. It is possible, and how cost it is as usual in weekend and in public holiday. You can pay $1 to one ride. Sometimes it's free, but in other days you can pay $5 or $7 for trip in another in one way. Way back you pay one more, and it's $5 or $6 or $7 again. If you use in your ride several buses or several transport, you pay only one way. If you change 1, 2, 3 transport, you pay you touch pay machine every times, and you pay only one way, not one buses, one train, only one way. It is very good. It's no expensive, but if you forget touch pay machine when you go out from bus, you should you should pay in finish point of this marшрут. How you can see your marшрут? It's not a problem, because in your phone you have Google Card or another transport maps, Google Maps or another transport maps, and you type your marшрут, and you can use this map to see how you move. And another problem, it is accommodation. I think if you go Australia first time, you can use hotels. Minimum pay to hotels is $50 per day, but it is not very good hotel, and if you pay more, it was better. Another accommodation, if you would like live in room, you can pay maybe $300 for per week. It is around city. If you would like rent apartment or home, you can pay from $500 per week. It will be 2 or 3 sleeping room, and for 700 or 800 per week, it was very good home with backyard and front yard. Next time, it is all for today explanation. Next time I proceed about another problem what exists if you go first time or second time in country, if you would like live in this country like Australia. Okay, thank you very much.